What's going on, everybody? Kennybomb is in the building, and it is officially locked in. We now have the names of every character who will be included in Kombat Pack 2. So as you would imagine, opinions are flying all over the place. Some people are saying this is one of the best combat packs of all time. Some people are saying this is one of the worst combat packs of all time. Today, I'm going to give you my opinion, and then we're going to take a look at the opinions from this beautiful community. But first, I gotta let y'all know that I am giving away 2 editions of Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns. All you gotta do is drop a like on this video and smash that subscribe button. 1 week before this expansion is released, I will be doing a live stream, and during that live stream, we will pick our 2 winners. But let's get into this video.
Run, boy, they coming on.
So here we have Kombat Pack 2. Pretty much follows the trend of Kombat Pack 1. We had 3 Mortal Kombat characters and we have 3 guest characters. I don't even know where to start with this thing. Let's go ahead and start on the left-hand side with Ghostface. Now, this was pretty much rumored, I think before the game even came out, everybody was saying we were going to get Ghostface. A lot of people were asking for Ghostface, but personally, it wasn't my first choice. I would have liked to see Michael Myers in this pack. I think if we could have gotten Michael Myers here, we would have gotten him. Apparently, they tried before and things just didn't work out. So hopefully, it's possible we get him in a future combat pack, because I do like to have horror villains in here. That's why I'm not mad that we got Ghostface. My only problem with Ghostface is the first Scream movie was really good. I might even say it was iconic. But after that, they started making the scary movies, and scary movies completely made a joke out of this mask. I couldn't take it serious after that, so I stopped watching the movies. Now, the TV show was pretty good, and I heard the recent movies were really good as well, and personally, I love scary movies, no pun intended, so I probably need to get in there and check those out. But another problem is, this guy is just a dude under a mask. I'm hoping in Mortal Kombat 1, he takes the mask off, and maybe it's Kano under there. Kano uses the knife. So, I mean, there's some interesting stuff they can do with Ghostface. But again, I love the fact that it is a horror villain in a Mortal Kombat game. I want to get back to that. So, I'm going to go ahead and give Ghostface the check mark, because I'm not mad at him being in here at all. Now, one thing I do want to see is his mask be the gear piece. Again, y'all, scary movie got my mind messed up, because I definitely want the Scream mask with his tongue out. Let's get to that. But our next character is a Mortal Kombat character. And this one is rough, y'all, because I don't know what's going on here. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Now, I wanted to get Noob Saibot in this game. Absolutely, no question, no doubt about it. But I was hoping he was a Titan from another universe, much like this Havoc is in this expansion pack. But after watching the trailer, we now know this is Bihan. Now, I don't know if this is permanent, because he was on some type of machine, some type of contraption, and I don't know if this is something he voluntarily did, because as we saw in the main Mortal Kombat 1 story, he was kind of willing to go, do what he had to do with Shang Tsung to get himself that power. So I'm thinking much like Vegeta in Dragon Ball GT, when he used the Brute Ray to turn Super Saiyan 4, maybe that's what Bihan did. I don't know, y'all. I'm just making all kind of excuses, because I just hope they didn't kill him. Hopefully, at the end of this storyline, he turns back into Bihan somehow, and he's not dead. Because who's going to be our Sub-Zero? I saw somebody say Kid Hanzo Hazashi is going to be our Sub-Zero. Not possible. He was not born with the gift of ice, and it cannot be learned. But Bihan is still a big W. You know what? We got all of these characters in Kombat Pack 1, and I would use them in invasions and stuff, but when I go to practice mode to try to get better at the game, I always go back to Sub-Zero, because he's my favorite character. Noob Saibot being Bihan, listen, this guy's definitely going to be my number 2. I'm going to get as good with him as I am with Sub-Zero, if not better. I don't care if he sucks. I'm still going to make it work, because I love the character, my number 2 character in Mortal Kombat history. I just wish it didn't have to be Bihan. But still, a big W overall, because we got Noob Saibot in Mortal Kombat 1. And I think he looks great. I don't love the hat, because it kind of looks rounded like Sub-Zero's in Mortal Kombat 11. But hey, nothing a little gear set can't fix. And I just pre-ordered the game, so I'll have his classic skin from Mortal Kombat 3, even though I'll probably use this one anyway because it still looks really good. Now, the next two characters we have here, palette swaps. Big old palette swap vibes. But they got different movesets though, and underneath the mask, they are different characters, as we see. And these are, in fact, mask. I guess you'd call it helmets, whatever. They're not cyborgs right now. They are in some type of cyborg suits like Raiden from Metal Gear Solid. So very interesting. I would think, because if you look at the back of their heads, they kind of look like dreadlocks, but they also look like cords that you can plug something into. So these are definitely manufactured somewhere. I don't know if they're like half human and this metal suit is built into them. It's going to be interesting to find out. But Cyrax and Sektor, another thing, they're women now. Big changes to these characters. And I know a lot of people were mad. A lot of people hate gender swaps. I think a lot of people just want to find things to be mad about. Cyrax and Sektor, I mean, did they really ever have a lot of personality? I think the most personality we got out of them was in Mortal Kombat 9, and we really haven't seen them back since. So yes, it would have been cool to explore these characters the way they were in Mortal Kombat 9, but we are in a new universe, so they probably would have been different anyway. And people keep saying they never add women to these combat packs. What's that saying? Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Now you got two women in this combat pack in the form of Cyrax and Sektor. But to be honest with y'all, I really don't hate it. So where do we fall with these two? Do they help or hurt the combat pack? If you've been around for a while, you know I'm really not a big fan of these cyborgs, but if I had to pick one cyborg, even before Mortal Kombat 9, I would have always went with Cyrax because I like this world explosion fatality. Never was really a fan of Sektor. So I don't think we needed both of them in here because they're really just palette swaps. Now, I know they will have different moves, but I think adding a different character would have added more variety here. Maybe we could have got the other one in the next combat pack. Putting these two in the same pack probably wasn't a good idea because it kind of just makes it, it's too samey. I'll just say that. It's too samey. Now we got two guest characters left. And I will tell y'all right now, I have no idea who in the hell Conan the Barbarian is. What year did Conan the Barbarian come out? 1982. This was before a lot of our time, so I will say the character is dated, but y'all gotta understand, when Mortal Kombat first came out, there were a lot of people going to the arcades to play it, so a lot of those people who were going to the arcades are going to be familiar with Conan the Barbarian. I started playing on Super Nintendo, and I know a lot of y'all started playing in the 3D era, so this character is just simply not for us. So when I go on X and I see all of these hate posts for Conan the Barbarian, I get it, because he's not being added for us. That older crowd who he's being added for, they just aren't really on X to defend him. So he's not for us, but he is put in here for a certain part of the audience. And the last character we have is T-1000. And I see this is another character that a lot of people have been excited for. I don't know what year this Terminator movie came out. I know it came out before I was born, but I did watch it with my dad when I was younger, and I haven't seen it since. So I remember this guy just going crazy. They were like beating him up and ripping his face off, and he would just keep walking forward. So he's a bad dude. I might even watch this movie again just to kind of refresh on him, because it was a good movie. The movie's iconic, so I get adding him in here. He's another character who's going to sell a lot of copies of this game, whether y'all like it or not. So T-1000, this one I do get, so I'm going to give him the check mark. So overall, we got 4 checks and 2 X's. So I'm going to say the combat pack overall is a win, really. All they had to do was say, listen, we're adding Noob Saibot, and I would have been good with it. So it's a big win for me. Not a big win. It's not a huge win. It could have been better. I would rather see all Mortal Kombat characters, but listen, I get it. These guest characters sell copies of the game. Now, I'm just hoping this isn't it. I'm hoping somewhere in the background they got some cameos brewing. And even though I just said I want all Mortal Kombat characters, I want to see the Chucky cameo. I think it's possible. What if we get a Tekken cameo? What if we get a Street Fighter cameo? So many open possibilities here, y'all. I don't think they're just going to stop and we're not getting any cameos in year 2, because they didn't put 1v1 in the game. So I think they're coming. It's just a matter of when. let's put a grade on this. I'm going to say this combat pack is a B. I'm going to give it a B. But what do the people say about it? Let's see. So I put up a poll asking the people one simple question. Are you happy with Kombat Pack 2? An astounding 81% of these people said yes. 14% said no, and 4% of the people want to cancel Christmas on the whole operation. Let's take a look at a few of these comments. The Arkham Knight, gender swapping both cyber ninjas, giving them suits of armor instead of making them cyborgs, and replacing Cyrax's net with some type of riot foam is a bad idea. 31 likes on that. You know what? That is a good point. They could have gender swapped just one of these characters and left the other one as is. Gender swapping both of them is a pretty crazy decision. I guess the way they work together in the story will be the reason. We'll find out. But I think gender swapping one of them would have been a lot better. MK Fan 6167 says, I still can't believe they put another Arnold character in. Conan the Barbarian. I think he's going to be the most hated character in here. 32 likes on that one. Not happy with the $50 price tag. It happened in Mortal Kombat Aftermath. Y'all should have got prepared for it because you should have known it was going to happen. I had no question it was going to be like, I thought it was going to be 70. I was kind of skeptical, but $50, that kind of let me down light. So I don't think it's bad at all. Let's see what these people are saying. I'm sure it's worth it, but still totally bullish. $50? $60 in my country. So people are always going to complain about the price. It is what it is. $50 is a lot, though. I'm not going to lie. $50 is a lot. User UC3SY. Interesting guest. Great MK characters. I agree, but you know what? I think this is a great comic. Can I pin this? Yeah, we got to pin that because that's a good one. Was hoping they would do better game modes. Only decent characters like Noob. Love Noob. Game modes. I don't know. Apparently there's something going on. We'll see if it's going to be game modes, but might not be though, because in that press release, it didn't mention them at all. And I think when you sell something, you want to put the high point. So I think we already know all of the big things that are going to be added. But hey, there is maybe more possibilities. We'll see. Yes, and I'm most excited to play as Ghostface and Noob, Melee Project Plus Gamer. I would say I am most excited about probably Ghostface and Noob. Cyrax too. I'm going to say Ghostface, Noob, and Cyrax. Those are my top three. Excited for the combat pack. Don't care either what anybody else says. You know what, Jeremy? I like it. I agree with you. Who asked for Conan? Arnold was just in the last game. See, some more Conan hate. Not surprised. Wish we got Kotal instead of Conan. See, Conan's just not in here for us, y'all. Let's go ahead and scroll to the bottom. Get some people from down here. Oh, I saw cancel Christmas forever. Come on, too sturdy. We're not going to cancel Christmas forever. The guests often suck, but all returning originals are fire. Do all of the guests suck? Nah, Ghostface is cool. I like Ghostface from the scary movies. I just would have liked to see more updated characters. You know, T-1000, I know a lot of people are excited about him, but I would rather have seen somebody more current. If Michael Myers was possible, I think he would have been in there, so I'm not even going to throw that up. Hell no. The guests are garbage. Marcus from 6263 says, not impressed. See, the negative people are always going to be more vocal. 81% positive votes, but the negative people are definitely dropping the comments. Not impressed. But I could dealt without Conan. So Conan is going to be the least favorite in the pack, I think, for everybody, except the older crowd who he was put in there for. So I'm sorry, Arnold. The people aren't going to go easy on you. But thank y'all for tuning into this video. It is 5 o'clock in the morning, so I got to get up out of here. Love y'all to death. Bomb Squad.